Hello from Speedflying. Today we are making the video lesson about the barrel rolls because a lot of people are asking us about it on the second day of their speedflying career, and we hope that this lesson will help them to make the safe decisions. In the first part of this video I want to talk about basic recommendations how to prepare to learn barrel rolls. The first recommendation will be not to force learning and making barrel rolls with your big beginner wing. While you're flying, for example, Dragonfly 14 or 16, just learn how to properly make the spirals. Don't try to make very aggressive maneuvers because this wing is quite slow. You need to have perfect energy management, and pretty often people can over input and make too hard inputs for this wing trying to make the clean barrel. This is quite dangerous and hard to learn. You need safely downsize to the normal flying wing, like for my weight 75 kilos it will be around 11 meters. You need to practice all the basics control, all the weight shifting, balancing stuff, and then on this wing you can safely learn the barrels. Second recommendation will be to master all the basic piloting techniques before starting learning the barrel rolls. First of all, you need to learn how to control your turns. Like normal turns or 360s, you need to know how to start them when you want, where you want, and how to stop them when and where you want. Also, you should properly learn how to control your body position and body balance in the harness when you're making aggressive turns. Like when you're making the turn, your body should go together with the wing, not like twisting in some side, not spreading your legs, especially with skis, not shaking them in turns, so the body balance should be very good. We recommend to learn and practice barrels without skis in foot launching, because skis are very heavy and they make a lot of troubles with balance control and feet position control. Also, very important skill is to feel and control the energy of the wing. You should make all your aggressive maneuvers, especially like barrel rolls, when your wing have full power or even extra power after speeding up, and you feeling this extra G-force when the wing becomes more sensitive, more aggressive in turns, and it's safer to make the aggressive maneuver. And for example, when you make a turn and you wait it for too long, the wing goes a little bit uphill, losing the energy, becomes weak, and it's very easy to stall it at this moment. And the final very important recommendation will be don't try to make the clean barrel straight away. Stay with half barrels, half spirals when the axis of your rotation is not flat but just going a little bit down. Like that it's safer to manage the energy, and in this mode learn how to perfectly control your direction of the start of the barrel, of the finish of the barrel, and also that your body balance is perfect without any weird shakes and twistings. Let's move on to the second part of this lesson, the basic technique how to make the barrel roll. The barrel roll consists of 4 stages. First stage, speeding up and stabilization. Second stage is the recovery input. Third stage is the barrel roll input, and the fourth stage is the counter input to stop your barrel. The first stage is speeding up your wing to gain energy, which later you will use for aggressive turns. The wing will be more sensitive, and also you will use it to keep your axis flat for making the clean barrel. Also, you need to know how to stabilize and put your wing on the straight course after this speeding up, whatever it's a couple of turns or spiral. You need to know how to stop your wing and have it just above your head, not on the side like that, because you need to start your barrel input from straight, stable flight. If you start your next stage of the barrel, the recovery input, when you wing a little bit on the side, it will jump to the opposite side and it will destabilize all the next maneuvers and the inputs. The second stage of the barrel is the recovery toggle input. This is the moment when you take your wing from the steep angle of flight into the flat angle of flight. And when it's going from steep to flat, you'll feel a lot of extra G-force, a lot of energy and tension in your lines, and you use this extra energy to make the fast roll, because the wing is way more rolly and sensitive, and also you can do it in the flat axis. This recovery input makes possible to make a barrel roll with a very minor slight toggle inputs and weight shifting inputs, because at this moment you have a lot of energy, a lot of extra g-force, and the wing is very rolly. When people are trying to make their barrel roll without this recovery input, they need to pull a lot of toggles, and it's dangerous because you can stall one half of your wing. The third stage is actually the barrel roll input. You make it first of all with your weight shifting input and adding a little bit of toggle. If you need to add a lot of toggle, that means you made some mistakes on the previous stages and you need to make a step back and practice the previous stages. The fourth final stage of the barrel roll is the contour input to stop your rotation. You should do it in advance before you stop the 360 rotation. You do it 90 degrees before or a little bit more, depend on your wing and your energy. The input is the same, you do it with the weight shifting and a little bit of toggle. And here it's also important to keep the balance so your body will not continue rotating in the next turn, so you will stop together with your wing. The basic technique for the barrels, which we recommend to learn first, is that all your inputs during the barrel, they are going only down. You never do some releases till you completely finish the maneuver. So you make the speed up inputs, you have hands up, recovery input, barrel roll input, contour input, stabilizing, and then you release and you continue flying. There are more advanced techniques when you can do this type of maneuvers, when you pull one, release another one to make the rotation faster after the recovery input. But it doesn't work easy with all of the wings, and it can make your wing twist more, which you don't need when you learn the barrels. In the third part of this video lesson, I want to give you some extra tips to your learning process. First of all, remember that you make a barrel roll not because of the strong big toggle input, but because of the proper energy management and mostly weight shifting, and the toggle input should be as small as possible to make the barrel roll. The common mistake of the beginner pilots is that they try to make the barrel, and when it's not rotating fast enough, they try to add more toggle input, and it's very easy to end up stalling the half of your wing. So gain the energy, manage the energy, use as much as possible weight shifting and as less as possible toggle input. Never start the barrel roll, never initiate it if you don't feel some extra g-force, extra tension in your wing. That usually means that after the speeding up and recovery, you are trying to make the roll too late, when the wing went up and lose the energy which you were trying to accumulate. When you are making this speeding up turn, doesn't matter if it's 90 degrees or it's a 360, when you start making the turn, let the wing to fall down and to speed up a little bit. Don't try to make the recovery input for the barrel too early, because like that you'll just lose the energy going down and you'll have nothing to make the recovery and the barrel input. So you're making the turn, you're falling down, speeding up, letting the wing start recovering a little bit, and then you make the recovery input. Like that you'll have way more energy for the flat, clean barrel roll. When you're doing the weight shifting input for the barrel, make sure that the opposite hand, the toggle, you're not pulling it, because pretty often beginner pilots, they do the weight shifting and they try to kind of pull themselves and they're compensating. Like that, the input is not efficient at all. One more important tip for learning any maneuver, not only barrel rolls: always do one maneuver at a time. Make one, finish it, prepare for the next one, do another one. Like that, first of all, you concentrate more on every step. And also it's important because if you learn to do one maneuver after another, your brain will remember it, and in dangerous situation it can, like, you need to stop the maneuver, but for some reason it will go to the next one and you will end up in more dangerous situation. That's all for today about the barrel rolls. This is not the complete tutorial about how to do it. Don't forget to practice with more experienced pilots. Use the side videos to see your mistakes. If you like our work, you like what we are doing, the best way to support us will be to buy gear from us at prospeedflying.com. That's all for today. Fly safe and see you next time.